Thanks to DHI, direct hair implantation, in 6 months I went from this to this. I've chosen to have a hair transplant because of my body image. It's changed. I feel like I've lost part of myself. Obviously confidence comes into it. I'm sometimes on the stage, I'm sometimes doing public speaking, I direct, I teach, and people are focused on me and I want to look at my best. I look after my physique, I go to the gym, and I just see this as one logical part of improving my appearance. When anyone's getting a procedure like this done, I think it's a really, really good idea to research. I've seen the different methods, so I've seen that they've taken a strip out of the back of someone's head, then they sew it together. That looked quite painful. And the more I researched DHI, I looked at several different cases where people had their follicles extracted from the back of the head and had them implanted. There was no mark after about 6 weeks. There was no sign. You couldn't see any sign that anything had been done, which really impressed me. My expectations are high. I've seen some really, really good results. I've seen people say that it was a decision that they feel was one of the best that they've ever made. I've heard people say, gosh, it's knocked like between 5 and 10 years off me. All I hear is positives. I feel very safe with DHI. Their physicians are academy trained. Some of them are actually teaching at the academy, which is university affiliated. Their knowledge and development has been going since 1970. So that's 50 years plus of getting this system right and making it the best it can be. The instruments that they use are used once and then thrown away. They've gone that extra mile with infection prevention, with cleanliness, with safety. You know that you're just in safe hands. It's the morning of my DHI session. Like every morning I look in the mirror, I'm having a shave and I see this, and I'm really looking forward to the future where I don't. DHI's flagship Harley Street clinic is one of over 30 DHI clinics around the globe. After an examination, some photographs and the designation of the recipient's area, it's time for a head shave before the session begins. After the donor area is numbed, the DHI surgeon begins extracting the grafts, later to be implanted in the recipient area. DHI technicians separate each hair follicle from the grafts and they're implanted by the surgeon. During my Giga session, 7,501 follicles were harvested and implanted. So we're nearing the end of the first day of the Giga session. It's been very relaxing, and actually in both the harvesting part and the implanting session I've actually fallen asleep for a little while. I've been that relaxed. Pain has been minimal. You can feel when the anaesthetic is going in, but I would liken it to when you go to the dentist and they numb the tooth, and then after that you can feel nothing other than the fact that it's an instrument touching your body, or pressure. There's no pain. I'm just starting day 2. I've had a really nice night's sleep, so I'm having some toast and a glass of milk because I'm not allowed tea or coffee. And we'll start for the second session. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Jason?
I'm really,
Did you
really
sleep well yesterday?
Absolutely, yeah. I did the spray every half an hour, went to bed at about 11 o'clock. Did wake up in the night, so I sprayed again and went back to sleep, and then this morning I've been up since 7.
It looks very good.
Yeah, it feels good.
So today we're going to carry on, okay, for the second day of the Giga session. Perfect.
The second day of my DHI Giga session begins with PRP, platelet-rich plasma treatment. PRP helps the existing follicles stay in the healthy hair-growing anagen phase. Then it's time for the second follicle extraction session. the last session, the implanting session of the 2-day Giga session, painless and ready to go. I'm really looking forward to this last part of the session, seeing the results. Cleanliness and hygiene are at the forefront of everything that DHI do. So in these times, with COVID-19, etc., everything is covered, everything is safe. It's Friday morning, 2 days after I've had my Giga session, and I'm now taking the bandage off from the donor area. Okay, I've got my extra mild shampoo, and I've done the back yesterday, which I wasn't allowed to do the whole head, but just the donor area. And today I'm going to do the whole head. So I'm going to put some shampoo on, and I know I'm not supposed to touch it I'm just lightly dabbing really. Cleaning off any excess. It feels really nice to be able to wash it. It's obviously been a few days. I washed my hair the day of the procedure started, but as it was a Giga, it was over 2 days, so that was last Tuesday, and we're now on Sunday, so clean towel. Just gently pad my hair. I started off using DHI's extra mild shampoo, which at first I was using once a day, and then twice a day, and that's what I'm currently on. This is a really mild shampoo, perfect for the fact that obviously your skin and your scalp is repairing. Progress of my hair growth from before the Giga session to just 10 days after was astonishing. This was matched by the speed of recovery of the donor area. This was nurtured by the saline solution and soothing lotion supplied by DHI. At 2 months, hair was growing from the newly implanted follicles, and my donor area looked almost like it did before treatment. At 3 months, my new hairline was starting to thicken, and hair was starting to grow from the newly implanted follicles on my crown. The donor area had no signs of surgery at all. At 4 months, my hair was starting to look thicker and fuller. I had the beginnings of a fringe again, and my bald patch had decreased considerably. At 5 months, my bald patch had nearly gone completely, and the donor area was thick again. At 6 months, well, listen to this. So I feel really more confident when I run, and also it's coming up to the time where we can go back to the hair salon, and I'm going to book myself in, and that's something I've not done before. I was going to a barber's, and all I was saying was like, do what you can do with this. Now I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to get a style, you know, I've got enough hair to work with now, and that's great. I'm having the first sort of decent haircut since having my implantation, so I'm quite excited because I couldn't have any sort of styling before, and now I can, so it's brilliant. I'm just back from the barbers. I feel really, really good. I've had my hair styled. It was brilliant for them to be able to spend that kind of time on my hair. They're making it look a bit good. I feel confident, I feel great. And yeah, what can I say? I'm really pleased. It's 7 months since my Giga session, and time to return to DHI London for a PRP session and my evaluation. Hello.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Lida.
Thank you.
And it's lovely to meet you.
DHI's PRP equipment comes in a case. Everything is discarded and destroyed after use.
And these are all single use.
Once a small amount of blood is taken, the platelet-rich plasma is separated and administered to the head. I had my second lot of PRP today. I was slightly more apprehensive because I knew that the first time my head was numb because I was having the procedure. This time it wasn't. It was really painless. It wasn't a problem at all. I was pleasantly surprised. It was over very quickly as well. I've come here today for my evaluation. So they normally evaluate after a month or so, but because of COVID I've not been able to get down.
7 months ago, this is where we started. As you can see, Jason, there is a big improvement since then.
Absolutely.
It's not the final result, of course. We're expecting more hairs to grow the next months. I'm very satisfied. I'm very pleased with the results so far. I'm expecting a better result the next months, but it's also very important to follow the preventative treatments as well as we discussed.
Okay.
The PRP and the products, the DHI products that you already use.
The last 7 months have been quite an amazing journey actually. I healed a lot quicker than I thought I would. You know, the donor area was healed by about 2 or 3 weeks and you couldn't really see it after 6. I don't have that sense of loss. You know, I looked in the mirror and I'd almost lost my self-image. It's really, really improved my confidence and yeah, I feel great. And obviously I've got friends that are commenting on it.
I saw him about 3 or 4 months ago and it's very different.
Yeah, he looks a lot better. He's growing now and it was noticeably he was losing it as I know myself and yeah, he looks really well.
It looked a lot fuller from, because obviously I'm taller, so you can see from above it looks a lot fuller. It looks really good actually.
One friend of mine said, I hadn't seen him for years, and he went like, "You never seem to change." You know, and I was like, "Oh, thank you." You know, I didn't let on. The newly implanted hair, now that it's grown, feels really, really good. Something I couldn't do before. I couldn't run my fingers through my hair. I didn't have enough of it. Now I can. We've got summer coming up. We've had some hot days. Last year, I got quite sunburnt on my scalp, where my bald patch was. That hasn't happened this year. My hair is behaving exactly like my hair did behave. So it's very easy to forget that you've had a procedure. If anyone was to ask me why DHI, it would be a long answer really. Professionalism, cleanliness, they're cutting edge, innovative. I've seen the results, I've heard people raving about the results, it's changed people's lives and now I'm watching it change mine. More confidence in the gym. More confident in the pool. I'm so chuffed and I know that there's probably about 5 to 10 months still of more growth, so I'm really excited.